Hello, dear hearts. Welcome to Connecting to Consciousness, where the focus is to explore, to question, and examine our perspectives. I'm Nasira Waters. Curiosity can be a wonderful thing. We get curious about many things in life. We get curious about how things work, about how we can achieve success, about why people behave or don't behave in certain ways, about why people have or don't have certain beliefs. We become curious about many things that have provided us with a deeper understanding of people, of things, and processes, which have often helped us to navigate or interact more effectively. So, with that in mind, why is it almost a taboo to get curious about oneself? I get it. I understand. Curiosity, when it relates to self discovery, it can be a struggle. And it can be a struggle for many reasons. One being fear, two being shame, three, guilt or embarrassment, four, pride, none of which serves our growth and development or cultivating connection. So here's the reality. In my observation, shame keeps us in despair, lacking all hope for a better outcome. And fear can put us in a chokehold so that we don't experience deeper connections and we don't open ourselves up to other possibilities. Guilt and embarrassment, well, it can cause us to pretend that all is well while we suffer in silence. And four, pride. Pride can cause us to cling to a false identity. This makes me wonder, do we have the perspective that so many others have it all together that if they found out that we don't, we would be viewed as inferior, weak, fill in the blank? The truth is, despite how things look externally, no one, and I mean no one, has it all together. Sure, we have seasons in our lives when things are going well, and that's wonderful. But internally, each of us struggle with something. It's part of the human condition. And if anyone says differently, I question their understanding of themselves and their humanity. As a species, we struggle with pride, greed, selfishness, arrogance, jealousy, gossip, lying, cheating, deception, causing strife, and self-worth. And that, in and of itself, has a domino effect in many areas and at many levels. So, the issue that I find is that many of us do not get still enough to be curious about ourselves. So I ask, what is the alternative? To never experience the fullness of our beauty? To miss out on the depth of self-love, peace, and abundance that's purposed for us? You see, when we get curious about ourselves and how we show up and why we do and think the way that we do, then things in our world start to shift. We begin to shift. When we are willing to get still and observe ourselves, then we are able to explore the origins of our thinking and being, which can provide us with abundant opportunities and possibilities to actually shift, to show up differently, to show up better. So, to make a better choice at any given moment, here's one way that I find to be helpful. So, consider this. Choose one thing, one area in your life that you're willing to work on, to show up differently, to show up better. Now, for some, you might have to observe yourself for a little while to come up with that. You may also want to get the support of a very close friend that you trust, a mentor, a counselor, a therapist. And once you've come up with that one thing that you decide, okay, I'm committed to working on this area in my life, then write it down. And then I invite you to write down 2 or 3 ways in which you're going to go about working on it. Now, I also invite you to ensure that you're continuing to observe yourself, but not only yourself, observe others around you. Because often we don't recognize, especially if we're not intentionally on the journey of curious self-discovery, we may not recognize how our words and actions are impacting those around us. So be intentional about not only observing yourself, but observing those around you. So I would like to invite you, this last invitation, well, not the last one, but I would like to invite you to share what you've come up with, the one thing that you're going to work on. And if you like, you can also share 2 or 3 things that you're going to do to work on it. And maybe over time, maybe a week, 3 weeks, a month, or throughout, you can check in the comment section and share how it's going. So that's an invitation. As we continue on this journey of curious self-discovery, I am asking you to invite someone along on the journey. And if you find any value in this content, like, subscribe, and share, and continue on this journey with us. Until next time, live consciously.